Hey, what up, you awesome mother flowers? I want to let you all know that immediately after WrestleMania 34, the Team Hill podcast will go live immediately after WrestleMania here on the YouTube channel with our WrestleMania 34 post-show edition. Meaning we're going to literally just recap WrestleMania 34 in its entirety from top to bottom, the good, the bad, and what could be the ugly, who knows. And literally WrestleMania this year is 7 hours. Wish us luck. Anyone luck that's sitting there for 7 hours watching WrestleMania. But we're also going to be taking your live calls. So I'm pretty sure a lot of you out there after WrestleMania want to voice out your opinion, give your thoughts on the show, whether you liked it, whether you hated it. So we're going to give you, mother flowers, the opportunity to call in live on the air after WrestleMania with your thoughts. So make sure you are subbed to this channel, hit that bell icon, be notified when the Team Hill podcast goes live after WrestleMania 34. You awesome mother flowers. And literally, it's 7 hour show, WrestleMania 34 this year. I'm going to literally need a lot of Monster Energy drink just to get me through the show. Seriously. All right. But anywho, guys, what is up? It's me, it's Steve, and I am back with a new video. Mother flowers, if you are new to this channel, hit that subscribe button down below. We are almost at 1,600 YouTube subscribers. Also, while you're at it, make sure you give this video a big old thumbs up. Hey, mother flower! Also, while you're at it, mother flowers, share this video throughout your entire social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, wherever you mother flowers share videos on social media. You can also follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven, where I'm going to be tweeting throughout WrestleMania Sunday. I also tweet throughout Raw, SmackDown Live, NXT. Literally this entire week, I'll be on Twitter. So make sure you tweet with me, what have you, and all that fun stuff, mother flowers. Anywho, yes, this is the WrestleMania 34 preview and predictions video. WrestleMania this Sunday, the biggest show of the year for WWE. And let's be honest about it, as wrestling fans, we always get excited for WrestleMania. As fans, because hey, it's the biggest show of the year. You know, it's that one show that everyone looks forward to every single year. Whether you're going to WrestleMania, in this case, whether you're in New Orleans. Because again, I'm seeing a lot of my friends who are in New Orleans right now, and they're posting pictures on social media, whether it be on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, what have you, having a fun time on Bourbon Street, meeting wrestlers and what have you. And I'll be honest, a part of me wishes I was really there right now. I really, really do, because I could really use a vacation right now. Because right now, tomorrow, here in Jersey, we're going to get snow. And it's fucking April, mother flower. Can you believe that shit? But anywho, hopefully next year, when they come to MetLife, or in Jersey, New York, it doesn't snow. But we'll see about that. And I'm looking at this card right now. There's literally 13 matches on the card. Yes, granted, there are 3 pre-show matches. That's fine and dandy. But damn, 13 matches on a WrestleMania card, 7 hours. Good luck to anyone that's watching the show, whether it be at home or if you're going to be at the Superdome watching this show live in New Orleans. And, you know, like I said, I think us as fans, we always get excited. We look forward to WrestleMania. The hype is just there, right? Now, if you were to ask me right now, has WWE, with the WWE main roster creative, with Raw and SmackDown, have they done enough to excite me or excite all of us with these episodes of Raw and SmackDown? I'm sorry. It's a no. They have done, and I'm talking about the WWE creative team, the main roster that is, for both Raw and SmackDown. They have done a piss poor job at getting me or you, the wrestling fan out there, excited for WrestleMania 34. And I said this during my NXT preview and predictions video for TakeOver New Orleans, which is also in the archives on this channel, so make sure you give that a watch as well. Show that video some love also. You know it's sad when NXT, which is essentially developmental, right? It really is. It's a Ring of Honor on steroids, okay? But the NXT creative team do a better job, leaps and bounds better than the main roster creative with building up TakeOver New Orleans than they have done with building up WrestleMania. You know what this is like? Okay, imagine being in high school or in middle school, right? And your basketball team, the men's varsity basketball team, sucks. They lose every game. They'll be lucky if they win a game or two in the season, right? And they'll probably get just the the players' parents showing up to the games, whatever, right? Just to drop them off and just sit there and see their kids lose every single game. But yet, the junior varsity squad, the JV team, if you will, who essentially, again, are junior varsities. The spotlight should not be on them. It should be on the varsity team, right? They're the ones that are outshining the varsity team. They're winning every game. They got people coming in to watch these games more than the varsity team. And hell, you even got college scouts from across the country coming to see these guys play. And if you're the varsity team, it's egg on your face. That's literally what this is like, essentially. But that's my honest opinion. Give me your thoughts down below in the comment threads. If you are excited for WrestleMania as a wrestling fan, or has WWE Creative with the main roster from Raw and SmackDown, have they excited you, motherflower, with looking forward to watching WrestleMania? Let me know in the comment threads. If not on Twitter, again, no one's wrong, no one's right here at the end of the day. It's my humble opinion at the end of the day, so take that for what it's worth, okay? So, I'm going to start this off with, again, it's a long card. Holy crap, it's 13 matches, like I said. And I'm going to start off with the pre-show, and then from there, work my way towards the main card, okay? Keep this in mind. Right now, I'm on Wikipedia, all right? And I normally, when I do my prediction videos, I always look at Wikipedia. Because fucking why not, okay? So we're going to start things off with the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. How crazy is that, right? There's so much love and respect for Andre the Giant. Like, there's a HBO special documentary coming out, or it probably is already, for Andre the Giant. Instead of WWE capitalizing on all of that, maybe putting it on the main card of WrestleMania. You think about it, right? It started off years ago, WrestleMania 30 on the main show. WrestleMania 31 was on the kickoff show. WrestleMania 32, where I was at in Dallas, right? Baron Corbin won, and he was on the main card. WrestleMania 33 last year was on the kickoff show. You had that whole spot with Gronk, with Gronkowski and Jinder Mahal and Mojo Rawley at the end. And this year is once again on the pre-show. So much love they have for Andre the Giant is so incredibly disappointing, if you will. But I'm looking at the people that are in this match, okay? Keep this in mind. There'll probably be more people added, probably by the time WrestleMania comes in this Sunday. So I'm going to read the list, all right? You have Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson of the Revival from Raw. Baron Corbin, who was the winner from WrestleMania 32's Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Mojo Rawley, who won it last year. Ty Dillinger from SmackDown Live. Woken Matt Hardy from Raw, the $1.5 million jobber Dolph Ziggler, Fandango Tyler Breezer from SmackDown Live, Goldust Heath Slater and Rhino from Monday Night Raw, Zack Ryder, I don't know why he is still employed by WWE, Primo Cologne from SmackDown Live, Kane, Kurt Hawkins from Raw, Shelton Benjamin, Chad Gable, and Aiden English from SmackDown Live. I'm pretty sure there'll be more people added to the match by the time we get to WrestleMania. Maybe some NXT people, maybe a Killian Dane, maybe a Lars Sullivan. Just maybe, I don't even know. But again, just throwing it out there, if you will. Take that for what it's worth. But again, you know, this is literally tells me, okay, listen, we have nothing for you guys, okay? And we've done a piss poor job at trying to get people on the show. So fuck it, we'll put you on this Battle Royal. And you look at this Battle Royal right now. Do I feel who should win this right now? You know, and again, I'll take it for what it's worth, is Woken Matt Hardy. Woken Matt Hardy is the favorite right now in this match because of the name value and the whole Woken universe. And you know, for a fact, people when they're filing into the building in the Superdome, will be chanting delete as they get to their seats. Maybe Bray Wyatt comes in, you know, as Woken Wyatt. I don't even know, and he helps Matt get the win. But I'm going with Matt Hardy to win this. We then get another Battle Royal. We get the WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal, which was supposed to be the Fabulous Moolah Memorial Battle Royal, because any of the men can do, the women have to do automatically. And remember, it was supposed to be the Fabulous Moolah Battle Royal. All of you protested. All of you went crazy on social media. Got your SJW on. Snickers got mad. And WWE was forced to change the name of the Battle Royal to the Women's Battle Royal, which essentially, you know, it's kind of a mediocre name as a whole. You know, I know if you're WWE, you're like, God damn it, we tried to give you a good Battle Royal. Now we're going to put on the pre-show, pal. Ha ha ha. I know that's a terrible Vince impersonation. I'm fully aware of that, okay? But I'm looking at the, you know, the list of the women that are in this match. And now again, there'll probably be more women added by Sunday, by the time this match kicks around. We have Sasha Banks from Raw, Becky Lynch, Liv Morgan, Naomi, Natalya, Ruby Riott, Sarah Logan from SmackDown Live, Bayley from Raw, Lana from SmackDown Live, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Mickie James from SmackDown Live, from Monday Night Raw, Carmella from SmackDown Live, and Dana Brooke from Monday Night Raw. I'm pretty sure they'll be adding in women from NXT, maybe a Lacey Evans, maybe a Dakota Kai, an Ember Moon, maybe a iconic duo of Peyton Royce and Billie Kay. Who the hell knows, really? Maybe a Shayna Baszler, maybe Zelina Vega. You gotta have some bodies in this match. Maybe some legends from the past. Maybe bring in the likes of a Molly Holly, a Trish Stratus, a Jacqueline. But we'll see. We'll see how this goes. The way I look at this, the build-up between Bayley and Sasha Banks has involved in this match in a way. Granted, do I feel Bayley and Sasha deserve their own WrestleMania match? Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, they could just carry on this feud through this match and just have this be like a layer to the feud. You can have between Bayley and Sasha, and I'll be real about it. I'm picking Sasha to win. I think what you do, you have them be the final two, the final three, whatever the fuck it may be, and essentially do the whole thing where Sasha, you think she goes over, where she really hasn't, right? And as a heel heat, she eliminates Bayley from behind. And it adds a more layer of Bayley getting mad. Because you think about it, you want to see, even though Bayley has been going at it with Sasha, the little brawls exchange on Raw these past couple of weeks, you want to see a pissed off Bayley. We've seen huggable, lovey-dovey, girl next door Bayley. Which is great all the hell you want. If you're 10, if you're 12. But you want to see that pissed off Bayley that goes all out on Sasha Banks. And how do you go about that? You have Sasha win. My bad. I'm talking about a Bayley, by the way. I'm talking about Bayley. I'm sorry. You want to see a bad, pissed off Bayley. You have Sasha win this. I'm better than you this whole time. Raise my hand. And you just carry this going forward. Hell, you could even do, again, a match at Back. I do get the feel that the match between these two women will be at Backlash. And then they'll add on. I think the future should culminate in Brooklyn. Like I said before, at SummerSlam. In Brooklyn, the Barclays Center, the same building where they had their first match at TakeOver Brooklyn 1 many, many years ago. And it goes full circle. It writes itself. But that's what I see happening here, okay? And then we have the finale of the Cruiserweight Championship match. As you all know, 205 Live had a tournament to crown a new Cruiserweight champion since Enzo left. And we're down to Cedric Alexander and Mustafa Ali. I know a lot of people were upset when they found out that this match was going to be added to the WrestleMania kickoff show. And I understand. I totally get it. These two guys have been, literally, essentially 205 Live as a whole have been working really, really hard with this tournament, hitting it out of the park, right? And getting that buzz to get on 205 Live. But the reality is this, okay? Let's be real about it. You all knew going in when this tournament was announced that this is kickoff show bound. So don't be surprised now that, oh my God, they're on the kickoff show. Essentially, yes. Should this open the main roster show or the main card of WrestleMania? Yes, it should. Absolutely. In my honest opinion, but it's not. And when you look at, like I said earlier, you look at the WrestleMania 34 card right now, the main card that is, it's a stacked card. It's so stacked right now that the last thing you want to do is have it on the card and just feel like an match by the people. Because let's be real about it, okay? Remember last year WrestleMania, people were so mad that the SmackDown Women's title match was on the fucking kickoff show. Talk about Becky Lynch, Naomi, Carmella, Alexa Bliss, and Mickie James. That fatal five-way on the kickoff show, and people rebelled on Twitter. They got their SJW on, give women the chance, whatever, and they added that match to the main card, putting Dean and Baron Corbin on the kickoff show, just so the women could go literally after Goldberg and Brock for like 5 or 6 minutes before Taker and Roman. So essentially, again, I'm pretty sure people are protesting, going crazy on Twitter right now as we speak to get this match on the main card. For what? Just to give them 10 minutes or 5 or 7 minutes on the card? No. I'll honestly at this point in the jump just leave it where it's at and let them just wow everybody. All right. Now, this match will be, I think, a very, very good match, a show stealer, if you will. The heart versus the soul of 205 Live. These two guys have a good story going in. Both guys have good stories going in. They play packages, hyping up both guys here. But as far as the winner goes, I would love to see Mustafa Ali get the win, but the reality is, I feel like Cedric needs it more. You think about it, Cedric was supposed to face Enzo Amore at the Royal Rumble, and that never came about because Enzo, again, got in trouble, what have you, and after that, the belt was, relinquished or vacant, and they had this tournament, so now I think Cedric should have his moment at WrestleMania, and we'll see where they go from there. After this, we go on to the main card. We're going to start off here. Again, I'm going from the top to the bottom here. Okay, from the bottom to the top, I'm sorry. We have Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Tag team match where if Owens and Zayn win, they will be rehired to SmackDown Live. Let's be honest here. Let's keep it 100. The fact that Bryan is back, it makes it now the most anticipated thing on WrestleMania as a whole. Bryan coming back to compete in the ring makes everything on this show take a back seat. Now, do I think this will kick off the show? It could. I don't think it will, but it could. Very well. And why not? You want people to get excited, go crazy at WrestleMania to kick off the show? Put this match there. Have people go crazy chanting, yes, yes, Bryan is back, taking these bumps, what have you. The build thus far, again, I think has been one of the hottest things on SmackDown Live. Completely one of the hottest things on SmackDown Live. You have literally here just Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, this whole thing leading up since the summer with Shane McMahon, right? Since like October, if you will, after Hell in a Cell. Bryan, living off through both Owens and Zayn, and this whole thought that, hey, maybe it'd be Shane and Bryan at WrestleMania, and then Owens and Zayn to take out Shane McMahon, to take out Bryan, and now Bryan's back. It's crazy how Bryan is coming back to compete, right? In the same city, the same event, the same building where he had his big career-defining moment 4 years ago, right? At 3B Evolution. That being said, I predict that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn will win, and Shane eats the pin here. Because why the hell not, right? Have Shane eat the pin. And think about this too. There's going to be a draft show or a superstar shakeup anyway. You could have Owens and Zayn, one of them go to Raw after. So why the hell not, right? Itself. We have the Usos versus the New Day versus the Bludgeon Brothers in a triple threat tag team match for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. The fact that the Usos are finally on the main card for WrestleMania is so deservingly so. I think this could very well be another match that could definitely steal the show, essentially. Now, there's been this whole thing. I got the same notification as well when this match was announced a while back about a ladder match that WWE then deleted. This will have to be a ladder match. And I'll be real about it. If you just have these three guys go at it just with the regular tag team match, triple threat, it's going to be just You know what I mean? Now, you give them a ladder, make it a ladder match, and it makes the match more exciting. It just brings that match to a different level. And again, for a fact, the New Day and the Usos are going to just do their thing with the ladder. The Bludgeon will probably be that team that just use it as weapons like crazy and shit like that. That being said, I'm going with the Bludgeon Brothers to actually walk out of New Orleans the new tag team champions. And rightfully so. Why the hell not, right? And this whole thing again where the Usos and the New Day get back together as the Power Rangers to stop the villains from Lord Zed and Rita Repulsa that are the Bludgeon Brothers. So why the hell not? We have Cesaro and Sheamus versus Braun Strowman and a partner to be determined at WrestleMania. The fact that they've waited this long to find out who's going to be Braun's partner. Like, listen, first of all, I understand that Braun Strowman, oh my God, he should not be on this match. He should be wrestling Brock. Listen, they had the match before at No Mercy, and it sucked. I'm sorry. It just did. Okay? I don't need to see it again. I really don't. You put Braun here. Hey, it gives more focal point as well to Sheamus and Cesaro, who have been tearing it up as well as the Bar. But they better make it worth it. Now, I've been hearing talks that it might be Samoa Joe. I heard talks about it being Rey Mysterio. I mean, honestly here, I think it'll be Samoa Joe, right? They'd be a badass tag team from what I believe, in my honest opinion. But that being said, Braun Strowman and his partner winning this match. There's no doubt about it. There's just no doubt about it. Or if not, if he's losing, then I guess whoever the partner is going to eat the pin. Okay, that's for what it's worth. We then have Charlotte Flair versus Alexa Bliss. Charlotte Flair versus Asuka for the SmackDown Women's Championship here. This could be, again, another match that could steal WrestleMania weekend, right? The Queen versus the Goddess. The build-up to this has been, hey, Asuka, she won the Royal Rumble, the Women's Royal Rumble, and she had a choose between which champion she's going to face. And let's be real about it, I think all of us knew going in that she was going to face Charlotte Flair this whole time. And now we're getting the match. They've been really hyping this whole thing up. Hey, can Charlotte be the one to end the streak versus title? And it's, again, the Queen versus the God, or the Queen versus the Empress. I think I said Goddess earlier. If I did, I apologize for that shit, but you kind of get the idea, okay? All these women have nicknames now. I don't know why. The Boss, the Empress, the Queen. There's so many nicknames right now, okay? The Glow. You kind of get the idea, okay? That being said, I think Asuka will walk out of New Orleans as the new SmackDown Women's Champion. There's no doubt about it. Hands down, Charlotte will lose. Asuka will win. And you can have another rematch, I would say, at SummerSlam. Why the hell not? How these two women go at it again at SummerSlam? Right to itself. You can have, I don't know, Charlotte, I don't know, do something else on the card, on the show, until you build up again. But we'll see where they go from there. We'll see where they go. But again, it should be a very good match. Think about this. There's so many matches happening WrestleMania weekend. Not just with WrestleMania, but with NXT, with Ring of Honor, with Cody and Kenny Omega tomorrow night. NXT, you have Gargano and Ciampa tomorrow night as well. Tonight is Impact versus Lucha Underground. You have Eddie Edwards versus Jeremiah Crane and Sami Callihan tonight. There's so many shit going on this weekend. And this could be that match that could steal WrestleMania weekend as a whole as well. We'll see. We then have, because again, why the hell not? Randy Orton and Bobby Roode versus Bobby Roode versus Jinder Mahal versus Rusev for the U.S. Championship in a Fatal 4-Way. Listen, Rusev Day is the most over thing right now, and I'm gonna say this too right now. If it wasn't for Randy Orton, this match would have been on the kickoff show, hands down. That being said, I think Rusev should win. Rusev Day has been the most over thing right now. There've been rumors that I've heard, apparently been reports as well, that Rusev wanted his release before WrestleMania because they were doing nothing with him. And that's a shame. That's a shame. Again, Rusev with Rusev Day has been like the most over thing right now. You have any idea how many people are going to be chanting Rusev Day in the Superdome in New Orleans? Those 8,000 people losing their minds. The last thing you want to do is have this guy lose at WrestleMania. So I'm going to go with Rusev leaving as the new United States champion. And hell, have Aiden English get involved. Why the hell not? It's a no disqualification match anyway, so why the fuck not? We then have the Miz versus Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor for the Intercontinental Championship match in a triple threat. This is another match that I feel like that could steal WrestleMania weekend or WrestleMania the show as a whole. Okay. Now these past couple of weeks, Finn Balor and Rollins have been getting the upper hand on the Miz, and there've been talks of Miz, beating that record as to be the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. At this point, why the hell not? Will we see the Demon King? I don't think so, but we'll probably see some weird entrance from Finn Balor anyway. Because again, it's Finn Balor, right? I think, honestly, to be honest here, the Miz has to retain. He's been getting, the worst end of the stick here these past couple of weeks. Having, again, Rollins and Balor getting the upper hand. So you want to have, the Miz walk out with some momentum, getting the win. It could be like a chicken shit way to win, but he eventually pins, I don't know, maybe just pin the Miz, pin Seth Rollins, because why the hell not, right? And then you can build up to a match after, maybe with Finn, because essentially I believe Rollins will be going to SmackDown Live once this shakeup takes place. So there you go with that. We then have Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax for the Raw Women's title, or I like to call, like I said, if you've been following me on Twitter at HeelSteven, I consider this match, literally, and I kid you not, I consider this match Helga versus Big Patty. That is what this match essentially is between Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss. Their feud has been terribly, terribly done. It's elementary school BS. The notion that, hey, a little woman in Alexa Bliss has been making fun of Nia Jax's weight. She's big, she's ugly. It's literally elementary school BS. All you really need, essentially, is these two women fighting in the classroom. That's all you really need right now. Have these two women fight in the classroom, because why the hell not? Have them fight in the classroom or in a high school hallway with lockers and shit like that. This should be on the kickoff show, hands down. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. This should be on the kickoff show. It's Big Patty versus Helga. Now, this could probably easily be a squash match this whole time, and why the hell not? You know, I'm going with Nia Jax because, again, I think it makes sense. Granted, could you do Alexa winning? Of course, you know, as an escape win, what have you. Now, if Nia's winning, which I think she will, and this whole time we've been wondering, why is Mickie James aligned herself with Alexa Bliss? Well, you can do the swerve finally, the swerve that, this whole time, Mickie James has been using Alexa Bliss and finally gets the upper hand on her on the biggest show of the year, WrestleMania, and walks away. Well, there you go with that. But again, I'm going with Nia Jax here, but I'd be surprised. Like I said before, it would not surprise me at all if Alexa Bliss walks out with the win here at WrestleMania. We then have Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey versus Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. This is literally the ESPN match of the show. This is that USA Today, People Magazine type of match. We're going to get a lot of photos in, a lot of social media buzz on this match. Ronda Rousey, say what you want about her. I've been hearing people say, she's terrible. There's so much shit. And honestly, listen, at this point in the juncture, let's see what happens in the ring. Who's to say that she wows everybody, right? This whole time, and everyone's been crapping on her this whole time. So who's to say, hey, she pulls a miracle here and actually has a very good match, what have you. But again, the build has been there, with the authority with Stephanie and Triple H with Kurt Angle here, it's Ronda. Since the Royal Rumble, when she appeared, when Ronda pointed at the sign for no reason whatsoever, assuming that she's gonna be involved in a championship match, but she's not. And from the whole time it's gonna be a mixed tag match, because again, we don't know how good or how bad Ronda is in the ring yet. We don't even know. So essentially, you have Triple H and you have Kurt Angle being there to both do all the bumps, what have you. That being said, Ronda's gonna win, because why the hell not? You want to have that ESPN moment, right, of Ronda Rousey putting Stephanie in the armbar again. You know how funny and ridiculous it was this past Monday when Stephanie put Ronda through the table with that botched chokeslam, so it looked like. But again, I'm going with Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle here. Team Olympic gold, team medals, if you will, Team Olympics, if you will. So there you go with that. We then have, oh my God, my voice is going crazy right now. Bear with me, mother flowers. And I still got to do a lot of videos to do this weekend as a whole, if you will. We have AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. The dream match. Ooh, the dream match, mother flowers. Now, this is a match, let's be real about it, if you're a pure WWE fan, a match that you've been looking forward to seeing in WWE. Now, if you're a hardcore fan for so many years, you would know, hey, they had a match before at Wrestle Kingdom 10 in New Japan Pro Wrestling. It amazes me that they have not mentioned the New Japan match. You can add that to the feud. Hey, we had a match before. I beat you. Nakamura, that is. Nakamura beat Styles. And this whole thing has been, hey, can AJ Styles, is he focused for WrestleMania? Because Nakamura looked like he's been getting into his head. And the build, for what it was, it's there. They've done like a piss poor job with the build also, in my opinion. But I think it could be a very, very good match. Again, as I mentioned before, there's a lot of matches this weekend that could be the match of the week, the match of WrestleMania weekend, and this is one of them as well. This is one of them. I'm pretty sure Nakamura will have that big, crazy WrestleMania type entrance, as he should. That being said, I'm going with Shinsuke Nakamura to walk out the new WWE champion. Even though at the same time, Nakamura on the main roster has been kind of a bust. You can say, it's the Jinder Mahal effect, but hey, it is what it is. I'm going with Nakamura winning the WWE title at WrestleMania, so there you go with that. We then get, I hope I'm not missing any matches now. All right, good. The final match, which I think will close the show. Not even that. Wait a minute. I forgot. John Cena, Undertaker. Now, This whole time is this whole thing where John Cena wanted Taker to come out, calling him out. From what I've been reading from the reports, apparently it will not be a match. It'll be Taker showing up just to have a stare down with John Cena, like a fight, if you will, a fight, right? As the American Badass. I hope it is, because Kid Rock's going to be there, right? He's being inducted into the Hall of Fame. Do the whole thing where Kid Rock plays American Badass, and Taker comes out with his Harley Davidson, with the American flag. He trumps it up completely. But if they'd have a match, I mean, again, I don't think it will be a match necessarily. It'll just be a fight. Just a brawl fight between these two guys where Taker gets the upper hand. Because again, this whole time, Cena has been throwing shit at Taker. Do something. Instagram with Michelle McCool, the whole nine, right? So you want Cena to finally get his ass kicked, essentially, right? So why the hell not? I'm going with Undertaker winning this, or winning the brawl, if you will. It won't be a match, though. It will not be a fucking match. And then we get the main event. We get Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship. The Roman Reigns hate, 3 years in the fucking making, motherflowers. 3 years in the making, the Roman Reigns hate. Listen, there's been talks of Brock Lesnar now signing with the UFC, heading over there after WrestleMania, per Dana White. That being said, again, I said it once, I said it before on my Raw reviews, I'll say it here again. I've enjoyed the build-up to Brock Roman WrestleMania 34, hands down, than I did the Brock Roman feud or the build for WrestleMania 31. Completely. Okay? But it doesn't matter, though, because for a lot of fans, Roman still sucks. Roman is still terrible. Roman is, again, the worst thing since sliced bread. Motherflowers, it's been 3 years. Okay? 3 years. It's time, literally, it's really time to get the hate out of your blood. Why? Because Roman Reigns doesn't wear kick pads. Because Roman Reigns doesn't, do super kicks. Because Roman Reigns doesn't throw up the too sweet hand gesture. Because Roman Reigns didn't train in New Japan Pro Wrestling or in a dojo. Because Roman Reigns didn't come out of Ring of Honor. Because, oh my God, Roman didn't tear it up on the Indies. Keep this in mind, I fucks with the Indies. I'm just saying. I'm actually recapping tomorrow, Ring of Honor, Supercard of Honor 12, by the way. I'm also recapping later on tonight, Impact Wrestling vs. Lucha Underground. Just letting you know that as well. But that being said, the hate for Roman 3 years later is kind of ridiculous. Yeah, granted, listen, I understand for a lot of people out there, you don't like how Roman's been booked. I get that. I understand it. Okay? The way you should book Roman Reigns is make him a badass. A badass Roman Reigns. I don't give a fuck Roman type of shit. And it will be badass Roman beating Brock. But essentially, the problem with that is, though, at the same time, they've done that already. They had old man Goldberg beat up Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series 2016. So you let an old man beat up Brock Lesnar, essentially. With that being said, the writing's on the wall. It's going to happen. Roman Reigns winning the championship. And you know what? From a match that is, I think it'll be a very, very good match. It will surprise, in my opinion, a lot of people. Put it this way, right? A lot of people were shitting on Brock versus Roman WrestleMania 31. Remember that? A lot of you motherflower were shitting on that match. And what happened? What happened, motherflower? What happened? They essentially had a very good competitive physical match. Right? And people, at the end of it all, were saying, oh, this was a good WrestleMania. WrestleMania 31, that was. People were putting WrestleMania 31 in one of their top WrestleManias list. And there's not a doubt in my mind this match will be another good match between these two guys. With Roman getting the win. Roman finally having that moment of slaying the beast. And no, there will not be a cash-in. Daniel Bryan will not get involved. No, Hulk Hogan will not drop the leg on both Brock and Roman for the win. And I'll be honest about it too. A part of me wants Roman to win just to see the entire IWC lose their fucking mind. I want to get that caller on Sunday calling in being so upset that Roman Reigns won. Hell, I fucks with JD from New York 206. I think he's a good content creator. All right? But I would love to see Roman win just so he can go on his video and rant and go crazy and shit. I want to see all this happen, to be honest. But at the end of the day, though, 3 years later, the Roman Reigns hate is ridiculous. It's time for all of you motherflowers to seriously get the hate out your blood. Like, there hasn't been any worse performers than Roman. Like, have we? And people want to say, "Oh, Roman been shoved down our throats all this time." Like, really? Like Jinder Mahal, right? And the India push, the shove of India, like that hasn't been shoved down your throat, right? Or this women's evolution hasn't been shoved down your throat, right? Because essentially, hey, we had a women's Hell in a Cell match, we had a women's Rumble match, we had a women's Chamber match, we have a women's Battle Royal, because everything that the men do, the women had to do as well, right? But oh no, that's, put the blind eye to that, motherflowers. But Roman Reigns, oh my God, Roman Reigns the devil. And it's, like I said before, it's ridiculous. I feel like people now say, "Oh, I hate Roman," to be so trend-setting, to be so fucking cool with their homies and shit. No, F that motherflower. You're not cool. You're not hip. You're just a low-life mutt trying to be trend-setting. That's what the fuck it is. End of the fucking day. All right? So literally after Sunday night, all you Bullet Club shirt wearing, too sweet hand gesturing crybaby gonna go crazy. And let it be. But smile, though. Time to turn that frown upside down, motherflowers. Because it's time for Roman Reigns to be champ again. What time is it? It's Roman time, motherflowers. But essentially, listen, at the end of the day, you can like him, you can hate him. But hey, it is what it is. End of the day. I am not here to say you have to like Roman Reigns. No, I'm not saying that. But I just feel like the hate for the guy 3 years later is ridiculous. That's my opinion. Take it for what it's worth. This is WrestleMania 34. It's going to be a crazy-ass card, as it is. I can't wait to see WrestleMania, even though it'll be 7 hours freaking long. Holy crap. This vid almost went like 30-something minutes. Holy shit as well. Like 37 minutes almost. But that's it for me, guys. Remember, I'm going live this Sunday after WrestleMania, taking live calls, what have you. The TML podcast goes live after WrestleMania. WrestleMania 34 post-show. If you're in New Orleans, have a fun time. Enjoy yourself. Don't do anything crazy on Bourbon Street. All right. Follow me on Twitter at HeelSteve and make sure that all my videos. And as always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, it's me, it's Steve, and it's wrestling and whatever. Motherflowers! Seriously, the Roman hate. Seriously. Let it go. Let it go, guys. Just seriously, mutts. Let it go. But we hate Roman Reigns. Boo!